What's up, guys? I hope that you're having an amazing day. So today we are going to be making some pot roast with some potatoes as well as green beans, and I will be showing you guys how to make this in a crock pot. So as you guys see, I am washing off some potatoes, and these are actually some Idaho potatoes that I will be using today. So once I finish washing them, I'm just going to go ahead and get them cut. You can slice these in any shapes or any size that you would like. I'm going to go ahead and slice mine up in some bite-sized pieces just so it'll be easier to consume. Now I'm going to get my fresh green beans clean, so I'm just going to give them a wash really quickly. So I am now just going to slice the ends off of my green beans. This is not a necessity, it's just something that I like to do for my family, but you don't have to do this. And also, if you want to use frozen green beans or canned green beans, feel free to do so. You may just want to adjust the cooking time if you're going to use one of those. I like to cook my fresh green beans a little longer just because I like them really tender, so I cook them the entire length of the time. Now I am going to wash off my pot roast, and once I finish washing it, I'm going to go ahead and place it directly in the bottom of my crock pot. Here are the rest of the ingredients that I'll be using. So I'm going to go ahead and get my meat seasoned. So I'm starting off with some kosher salt. Now guys, you don't want to use a lot of seasoning just because the cream of chicken and the cream of potato both have a lot of sodium in it. So if you are health conscious, just keep an eye out on the amount of sodium that you use in this dish, because again, that cream of chicken is very salty. So here I'm just showing you guys the amount of seasoning that I placed onto the pot roast. As you can see, I did cover the pot roast with seasoning, but it's not heavily seasoned. And here is a better view for you guys so that you can get a better idea of the amount that I used. So if you wanted to go the extra mile with this recipe, if you have a little extra time, you can actually dry off your roast after you wash it and then season it, and you can sear this in a skillet for about 2 minutes on each side, and that will lock in some of these flavors and it will taste even better. But if you just want a dump and go recipe like I'm doing, you can skip that step, because this cream of chicken and cream of potato is going to give you all the extra flavor that you need, I promise. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you have ever put cream of chicken on your pot roast. I've been doing it now for about a year and a half, and I am not turning back because it's just so good. It gives it such a great flavor, and it also makes its own gravy, so you don't have to do that if you like gravy with your pot roast. So you can serve this with a side of rice or some mashed potatoes, and it already has a gravy, so it's really good. Now I'm going to go ahead and dump in my potatoes and my green beans. Now guys, if you wanted to add in some extra vegetables, or if you wanted to swap out some and add more, go ahead and do so. You can add in some carrots or some mushroom or some bell peppers and onions and make this dish your own.
Miss you.
If you have ever had fresh green beans, you know that they are extremely bland. So I'm just going to give them a little help here, and I'm going to add some Goya seasoning right on top. Now I am going to take my cream of potato and I'm going to add that right on top of my green beans. So I covered this and then I cooked this on high heat for about 5 hours. Most recipes will tell you 8 hours on low heat or 4 hours on high heat, but I do like to go an extra hour because I like my roast as well as my green beans really tender. So I find that the extra hour does give me the tenderness that I like. After I left it alone for 5 hours, I got this. So here is the gravy that I promised that the cream of chicken and the cream of potato would make. And it's really good and everything is just cooking in that deliciousness. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it, and I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe if you decide to make it. It was so simple and easy. You can prep the vegetables the night before and just dump this and go about your business the next day. By the time you get home, you are going to have a great meal. There is nothing better to serve this meal with than some cornbread. So definitely make some cornbread. Look at that tenderness of that pot roast, guys. The crock pot really does it. It really does. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel, and I hope that you guys have an amazingly, wonderfully blessed day. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, and also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I post another video such as this.